has helped thousands of people around the world discover the strongest version of themselves. Welcome to the Wolf Official Show. And now, here's your host, Carl Wolfgang Schultz.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you again for tuning into the Wolf Official Show. I'm super excited to be here with you today, and I can't wait to share with you some juicy information. A lot of you know me through probably music, possibly my website, and maybe even in person. But there's still a lot of you who don't know me, and I want to get to know you. The purpose of this particular podcast episode is I want to talk to you about the process. A lot of times when we look on the outside, looking in at people who are successful, we think that they were lucky, or we think that something was given to them and that's why they're in the position that they're in. But that is not correct. Most of the people that are successful have a habit of working hard or doing something on a consistent basis that got them to where they are, and you have to respect that. It was a hard pill for me to swallow too, especially when I felt that some people didn't deserve that. But the truth is, that's just one more reason to start focusing on yourself versus comparing yourself to other people. We all are unique in our own ways, and we can't be walking around focusing on other people too much. It's okay to be conscientious about your competition, but you need to also put more weight on focusing on you and developing yourself. I want to start with the very beginning. When I first started, I guess you could say all this, I was no different than you. We all have our flaws, and we all come from a different background. So for me, early on, I guess you could say one of the earliest memories that I remember was Christmas. During Christmas, I ended up getting a skateboard, and I love skateboarding so much, it meant something to me, and so I continued to do it for the rest of my life. Now, I want to say that most people will quit skateboarding once they hit adulthood, but that is not what I did. I continued to skateboard through college, through the Marine Corps, and I'm still going to continue skateboarding right after college, which is where I'm at right now. So what I'm getting at is, do not quit something that you start. You should never quit something that you love to do. I don't care, it's never too late to go back to what you love doing. If you love to play golf and you stop for 5 years, get back into it. Because you and I both know that you love it. If you're thinking to yourself, well, Carl, I don't really know what my passion is, let me tell you that you need to start by thinking about those memories when you had a higher self purpose. I need you to go back in time when you felt alive, when nothing else mattered but what you were doing in that moment. That's what you should be doing for the rest of your life. You've got to be present in the moment. Now, what I need you to do is stay with me here. What we're going to talk about next is reading books. As boring as that sounds, books are going to help you get out of your current state of mind. They're going to get you out of your head and into somebody else's. One of the things I did very, very, very early on is I read a lot of books. I always went to the library and I opened up a book that I found interesting. When I was younger, around 10 years old, I read a lot of business books. I even had a friend named Curtis Vetter who was in the library with me, always reading these books because we wanted to start a business together. We didn't know where we were going to start, but we did take action. We read books and we formulated a plan, and I can tell you that I still know Curtis to this day, and great things are going to happen because we took that first step, even though it takes a while for things to actually happen. When you're taking that first step, it may seem that the amount of work ahead of you is insurmountable. The whole idea of taking the first step is so that you can get a result or an outcome. It doesn't always happen overnight, but what you have to do is you need to have faith that you're going to remember all this information and this time that you put into reading that book. Because what will happen is down the road and through all the things that you go through in your life, there are going to be turns, there's going to be slips, there's going to be hiccups. But you can definitely count on one thing, that you'll always stick to your passion and that you will never lose the thing that gives you life in this world. You have to hold on to what you love and never ever let someone take that away from you. Protect the things that give you energy in life. To me, one of the greatest accomplishments is never quitting something that you started. No matter how crazy it may have seemed, I never quit skateboarding because it gave me life, it gave me energy, and it gave me a reason to keep on living. Most people give up on their passion because they try to adjust to society's expectations. I never focus solely on one thing. I have a million different projects going on. The whole idea is to diversify, whether it be your money or your time. I never solely focus on one thing and that be the only thing. I always have a million different things going on simply because I know that one of them is going to fail. And that way I still have a chance of succeeding at the other things as well. Right now in my life, I have lots of different passive income streams of money that come into my bank account because it may be a book, it may be a song, it may be another online product or whatever it is. What I do is I have this huge inventory of products that I created myself so that they'll bring me money all the way till my old age. I never rely solely on one paycheck, which is what a lot of people do when they think about having to get a job. I'm never the one to just have one job. I have a million things going on, and I hope you understand. One of the best things I can tell you is whether it's the best of times or the worst of times, it's the only time you've got. That's a quote that I have hanging up on my wall. Literally, I just looked to my left and saw it.